Go to MidwestEV.com where you will find a large selection of EV merchandise. We are an authorized ZAP dealer and we carry the ZAP Zebra totally electric vehicle. We also carry a large selection of EV parts and accessories. The first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is get your windshield nice and clean with some really good window cleaner to make sure that this is going to stick real well. The next thing we want to do is measure it out. I'll take and put 2 tabs here, just little pieces of masking tape on here. Lay it across kind of where I want it to be. I measure from the bottom of the rubber to the top of one of the letters, not to the top of the actual matting on the back, because the matting on the back is not necessarily straight. So that's about 1 inch. Double check it on both sides. It's about 1 3/4 from the side of that C to the rubber, and it's about 1 3/4 over here too from the back of the E. So 1 3/4 from the side, 1 inch from the top. You want to do this in a place where it's not windy. This is my shop here. These do cost me some money, so if you mess one up, you just have to buy another one. That's the way the cookie crumbles on that. So take your time. That's 1 3/4 from the sides, 1 inch from the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put masking tape across the entire sticker. What this does is makes the sticker a little bit more substantial. The straighter you get this, the better you're going to be as far as the flatter the masking tape is, because you're going to want to flatten down the letter after you cut it. So we've got our masking tape all the way across. Okay, now you're going to want to get a brand new razor blade to cut this with. Not too long ago, I did a customer's windshield, and there was a nick in the razor blade, and I ended up having to replace the windshield just because it put long scratches down the windshield. I found out the hard way that you can't repair a scratch. You can repair a ding, but you can't repair a scratch. So don't push down incredibly hard when you do what I'm about to do, and make sure that you have a brand new razor blade. Don't use an old used one that you're not sure if it has a nick in it. What I do is I go 2 letters at a time, cut down through. So I'm going to cut down. I'm going to watch really close, make sure I get in between the letters and don't chop the letters themselves up. But I'm going to cut down through between the L and the E, holding my knife downward, just enough pressure to cut the sticker, but not enough to scratch the windshield. Now I'm cutting between the C and the T. What this does is this lets me apply the stickers 2 letters at a time rather than trying to do it all at once. Because what happens is you'll start on one end, unless you're a lot better at it than I am, you'll start on one end and then you'll get down to the other and it'll all be bunched up by the time you got to the C from this side. So here we go. I'm going to lift this up, just up to the top here. Remove the backing very carefully so I don't pull the letters off, just the backing. Being careful really pays off when you do this. Okay, very carefully lay it down, line it up with the other letters. Try and get any wrinkle out before you lay it down. I run my fingers along the lines of the letters really slowly as I go here. Move down very slowly, doing the exact same thing. What I do is I get the end, of course put my blade back, take the kind of the rounded edge of the razor blade right here and go around each line of each letter. Before I take the tape off, now I'm going to take this front masking off. Again, I'm pulling up and towards that direction, not straight out. Kind of watch it as you're pulling it up. You might see some loose spots. Take your time again. So here's the finished product. What you're going to want to do as you move after you get done, just kind of run your finger down along the entire sticker, and you'll see little bumps, and just press those down. In the last process, I ran out of tape, but as you're pulling the front mat off of the stickers as you're going across, be sure to pull even with the windshield instead of pulling out, and that'll make your sticker stick better. But that's it.